So if we hit this with a second cleanup, that should lock it down. And then we don't have to worry about it. The benefit of, like, having proper splash damage. Because that's the thing, I wouldn't even attempt melee without having both health and melee fully upgraded, because if you haven't noticed, you can't sponge much damage in this game. The anticipation is, or the expectation, I should say, is that you're going to keep it at a distance and use stuff like this the handy bazooka instead of being an idiot and fighting zombies at close range. Yeah, now that's on lockdown. That's clear. So we're going to hit this with a clear area, and then we're going to upgrade the factory, and then we're going to hit it with another clear area. That ought to do it. And these clear area missions are pretty straightforward. I hear a giant zombie. Got anything left? Well, there's got to be a straggler somewhere. Settler!
Some of them are calm, and some are aggressive.
Alright, now we can upgrade the factory and get more gold. is this last missing private? I really don't want to have to look up a walkthrough. That's assuming that a website that has one still even exists.
I found 2 cans of Czech beer. It
Magnates.
helped me relax and made my mood better.
Alright, so we hit that with another... Technically, we could hit it with an assault position, and that alone would do it. I'm gonna be safe, because it's gonna gain 2, and then it'll be 26. I don't want to waste the effort. So we'll just clear it out per normal. Interestingly, you'd think the heavy weapon like the rocket launcher would be your go-to for fighting like the troll bosses, but you can stun lock them with like continuous machine gun fire. You can't do it with the rockets. And the damage that's like dealt on the bosses with the rockets is also a bit underwhelming, so it's actually better to use the machine gun. So that's 2 locales already on lock. So if we put in our last factory upgrade here, and then secure the area, this will also be on lock, and we'll control half the map. I mean, honestly, I don't know why more zombie work doesn't explore the notion of using automated defenses, because when you think about it, you know, zombie physiology would have to be distinct from, like, normal humans, and so you could very easily key a machine to sort of track that, like a moving target that is cold-bodied as opposed to warm-blooded. That'd be just an easy way of, like, localizing it. And that's another thing, like, I find it interesting how most zombie fiction doesn't acknowledge the existence of zombie fiction. The idea being that, well, if they did, like, how did the zombie outbreak happen in the first place? Because a single zombie is rarely a threat. Because they just kind of shamble around. You can outrun them, you can usually outwalk them. So the only time zombies become a threat is if there's a whole horde and you've got nothing to deal with them. Well, it's easy to understand that you'd have nothing to deal with them if civilization has already collapsed. But how did civilization get to the point of collapse if, you know, there were things that could have been done? So it's like, I mean, we've all seen zombie films, we've all played zombie games. Why is it that when this, you know, in this fictitious context, when the zombie apocalypse happened, nobody seemed prepared for it, nobody was ready for it, because by all accounts, they should have been, right? Like, shoot them in the head, or burn them, or something, and don't let them bite you? You're telling me in this fictitious universe that just never occurred to anybody?
I'm so jealous.
Okay, and then, yeah, we just hit it with a cleanup, and then this area is on lockdown too. I am considering ways to, subvert this weird graphical thing because the thing was intended for a smaller aspect ratio. That'll probably be implemented in Decision 2. Considering that's probably my favorite of the series, I'm going to give that a little more time in development before I start doing serious recording.
When I came back to the base, I met a...
Yeah, that's 3 sectors on lock. Okay, so we'll upgrade the factory. Probably clear it, then upgrade the factory, but too late now, we're in it. Yeah, those medic ones are particularly spongy.
The day went.
These are accumulating threat fairly quickly, which is a problem. Okay, so we have the issue that we're not going to be able to clear that out in a single pass, because we can only clear up 40% of the threat level. Okay, well that means it's going to be an assault position and a cleanup, so I'm going to blow some on upgrades. I can't even upgrade the weapon. You need a lot of gold in this game to, like, get anywhere. Yeah, now you get to see what a fully upgraded cannon turret does, and it is brutal. Not quite as potent as the rocket launcher, but that rate of fire, though. Oh, baby, that rate of fire. It's basically like your own personal artillery barrage.
Interesting. Do they have any?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a hit of cleanup because, yeah, it's gonna need it. Then we'll double back and finish that one off. I don't want this accumulating any higher than it already has. But yes, there's a clear strategic element to this game of managing your territories and the accumulation of threat and having the money for upgrades and so forth. They're just spawning in. Okay, yeah, I'm not meleeing gun enemies. Unfortunately, we got a lot of them here. Gotta get that melee achievement. Again, I'm not meleeing gun-type enemies. That's suicide, especially because I did not have enough points to upgrade my health or my melee to the maximum. Ow.
Every new day is like a...
So that's a big reduction there, and then we'll hit this with a cleanup, which will finish it off and have it on lockdown. Yeah, it's these low-level enemies you want to melee, because they're pretty easy. And once again, my commentary has gone very dry, primarily because there's not a whole lot left to say. Like I said, this game, this first installment, at least, gets very samey by the end. We've sort of done this before. Now it's just a matter of grinding it out until we have, you know, all the areas secure, and then we're done.